A suspected Spokane killer who spit on his own attorney Monday will now be wearing a hood whenever he's in court. The spit shield is just the latest precaution taken as Cole Strandberg battles to be found not guilty by reason of insanity. He's accused of torturing a woman to death in his apartment in January of 2008.
KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey is live at the courthouse right now. And Jeff, today's testimony revealed mental health experts knew Strandberg was dangerous.
Well, Robin, it started with a bomb scare at his school. It evolved when Strandberg cut a cat's head off, and it graduated as Strandberg threatening to shoot people in Highbridge Park with a crossbow. Strandberg's family knew that he could be dangerous, and according to testimony here today, so did officials at Spokane Mental Health. 3 weeks before Cole Strandberg was arrested on a first-degree murder charge, Spokane mental health officials received a tip from his girlfriend Michelle that Strandberg was acting strangely, so much so that Michelle had moved out of Strandberg's apartment.
She told me she was very frightened that he would do something dangerous. She said he was threatening to take his crossbow and shoot people from Highbridge.
Sherry Dean was Strandberg's therapist and says when she heard about the crossbow threat, she forwarded the information to Spokane Mental Health's crisis line.
And they'd take appropriate measures, which could be putting them in a mental institution, if that was what it required, if they felt they were a harm to themselves or others.
Okay, and were those steps taken?
Not to my knowledge.
Spokane mental health officials say medical privacy rules prevent them from commenting if they reacted to Strandberg's threats, although they call police when one of their clients names a specific target. During that same time frame, Strandberg's parents were finding their own disturbing warning signs inside his apartment.
He said it was really bad, and I said, well, what was it? And he said, do you want to know? And I said, yes. And he said he had written about pulling apart infants.
Just 4 days later, Strandberg's mother received an early morning phone call from her son.
And I said, what happened? What happened? Is something wrong? Are you hurt? And he said, he couldn't say anything. I could hear, couldn't speak.
Mrs. Strandberg then called Dean and asked the therapist to check on her son's welfare. Once at the apartment, Dean realized something was terribly wrong.
There was crime tape all around the apartment building, and there was a policewoman in the middle of the road.
Dean says that day she told both that policewoman as well as a major crime detective what she knew about Strandberg's mental health problems to further investigation. Dean says shortly after that she was fired from Spokane Mental Health for violating HIPAA restrictions. Now that report of that crossbow is significant because 3 weeks later Cole allegedly used a crossbow in the process of killing his alleged murder victim. Reporting live at the Spokane County Courthouse, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.